the only escape or the way out is the inward way. Life versus God. Recently, it came to my awareness how people are struggling with the problems of the world, getting absorbed into the world. But how do we find peace? No matter what's happening in the world, is there an end to all these problems of the world? The world can be not only global issues between nations, but it can also be family problems, relationships, life challenges. So we find inner peace. We go inwardly into meditation because the five senses draw us downward and away from our true nature. The five senses make us entangled in the world. They bind the soul. So we must go inward and reconnect with the upward path towards the nature of the soul. When we withdraw our consciousness from the senses and the sense objects, which constitute most of the experiences, we go away from the darkness of the world into the realms of the light and closer to God. The gateway is the Bindu, the third eye center, the sixth chakra, located between the eyebrows. It is where we leave the gates of the sense organs and we enter the higher reality of light, more spirit, more presence of God. For how can the mind be at peace? How can life be at peace when its nature is constant change and duality? So we turn back to the source, inwardly, upwardly. We turn away from the world. And this is what Dharma is. This is what religion is supposed to be. This is the essence of Dharma. So by developing our spiritual practice, we're able to find peace from the madness of the world, from the ocean of samsara, from the bondages of karma. We can do this on demand. We can do this at any given time by turning inwardly. So that we are no longer pawns of the culture of conflict, agitated minds. We're no longer lost in the, we could say, the culture of Kal Niranjan. When we go inwardly, as the Gospel of Thomas says, we enter into rest. As Rumi has written, to him we shall return. The mind comes to rest. The problems of the world are transcended and seen for what they are, as the world, as the nature of duality. By being a spiritual adult, one deals with what life brings. So to speak, one is with the world, but not of the world. A spiritual adult can take care of their daily duties, but not be lost in them. As it is written in the Guru Granth Sahib, without the name, the Naam, or the Shabd, or in other words, divine light sound stream, there is no peace. So peace is obtained when the mind becomes attached to the Shabd. When the mind becomes attached to the divine light sound stream. A beautiful quote from Guru Arjan Dev Ji. By singing the Lord's praises, the mind finds peace and all sins are washed away. So therefore, real peace is only found in the inner world, in the inner reality, in the higher nature of existence, beyond time and space, beyond causality, duality, and never-ending change. Just recently, we were contemplating with Leon that all the achievements of civilization, even all the achievements of 1,000 years of civilization, is just a speck of a dust in the grand wheels of time. The grand wheels of time turn in terms of yugas, ages, millions of years. And that is only in the realm of Brahmanda. Billions of years pass, and all the achievements and developments of countless civilizations on different planes of existence are continuous, perpetual game of duality. It is called the Leela, the play of life. So how can the troubled soul find peace? Certainly not by trying to solve all the problems of their life or of the world. There is a beautiful saying that at first I wanted to change the world, and then I realized that I have to change myself. So the troubled soul, when it comes into a company of a true spiritual community, Sangha, on the upward path, is that the soul finally finds the oasis in the world of duality. And with the grace of the divine light sound stream and the Sadguru pointing the way and helping along the path, this is how true peace is obtained by the soul. As Hazur Baba Sawan Singh said, the whole world is engaged in carrying burdens that are not its own. And when death arrives, empty-handed, they leave this plane with nothing that they can call their own. So whatever we have achieved in a material sense, when death arrives, we leave empty-handed. So not to waste the gift of precious life is to do something that will ultimately liberate us from this he called prison house. The true wealth is the now. The divine light sound stream alone can carry with us to the next wall, to the next higher plane. It is the wings that carry us to the higher plane, closer to God. And this we should, in right earnest, try to accumulate. Every second we should value, every moment should we take inventory of our own activities in order to know if we're really doing something worthwhile that will help us both here and beyond. So liberation can come only if we look within and we ascend with the divine light sound stream to the higher heavens above. So this is the precious gift, the most worthwhile activity that can be done while living in this world. Some call it the living world of the dead, because humanity appears to be living, but yet it is dead. I remember when we came back from visiting Shirdi town in India, the pilgrimage of the avatars, Meherabad, and other surrounding areas. When we came back, as soon as we landed in the airport in Europe, even though there were thousands of people around us, but everyone looked dead, without life, without spirit. There was such a contrast that it felt that we arrived to the world of the dead, that there is no spirit, no soul, there is only the mind. So how can peace be obtained in such world? We come to Nepal, and life is simple. People are carrying the bags of vegetables from their fields to the markets, farming their land, but yet with smile on their faces. And they go to the temples, receiving the blessings as a normal daily activity. Who goes to the churches these days in the West? very rare one. Even there, it is hard to obtain a blessing, even in the house of the Lord. So, therefore, the Spirit of God is what brings happiness. The inner walls are proportionally having more Spirit of God. So the higher we go, the less of material nature there is, and more of the presence and Spirit of God exists. Therefore, Pinda is predominantly material. Anda is still somewhat material and has more spirit. Brahmanda has more spirit than matter. As we go into Par Brahmanda, there is nearly all spirit and no matter. And of course, in the divine, there is no matter at all. There is no influence of Kal, no negative polarity. It already ceases in Par Brahmanda. So, where is the end of it all? The end of all problems? It is when the soul reconnects with the divine light sound stream and with the inner guides, finally returning to its true home. Once the mind is deconditioned from repetitive burdens, as Buddha called them, the diseases, such as anger, sadness, doubt, confusions, and worries are all diseases of the mind. Once they're deconditioned or healed, there's proportionally more and more peace, no matter what's going on around the wall.